everyone, it's time for our latest hometown event. This time we'll be traveling to Ville's hometown. Allegedly, I don't actually remember if they said he's from here. The vibe of this event is a lot different from normal hometown events. Honestly, it just feels like we're taking a little trip with Ville. It's just hanging out and shopping with Ville, the event, which I'm not really complaining about, but yeah, the vibe is a bit different for this event. We have 4 new event items. Earn collab cosmetics and queen statuettes from missions and clearing the story to use in their, respective event shops. Purchase Luxwear from the event shop to groovy the limited use cards. And most importantly, earn postcards from lessons to read the event story and build those limited use cards. So technically, although you only need 145 postcards to unlock all the story parts, there's a few checkpoints that require you to have earned up to 350 to clear the story, so oof. Our postcard checkpoints, at least that I got hit with, are 2-2 with 40 postcards, 2-8 with 80, and 5-4 with 350. Each story needs 5 postcards to be unlocked. I mean, some parts will just unlock automatically, but most are gonna have to be unlocked with postcards. This is a rhythmic event, so we have 2 new rhythmics. Gonna be honest, they both kind of flop, but for different reasons. I really like the music for the first one, and the story going on behind the notes is super cute. The sound effects are goofy. They're a little goofy. They're not bad, but they're just like, oh, okay, I guess. The second one, the story is cute, but I just don't care for anything else. It's not Portfest levels of suck, but it's just not my fave. We have 4 new cards. Our limited use cards are Ace and Azul, and our gacha units are Jamil and Ville. I'm gonna go ahead and go over their details in this video, but if you saw my card roundup video for this month, it's just the same segment, so feel free to skip ahead. Ace is an R-balance unit. His max HP is 7,240, and his max attack is 4,162. His spell 1 is Fire Shot, and his spell 2 is Water Shot 2. For skills, he's got Nullify Blind and Damage Boost. The downside is that he doesn't start off with any skills, so you have to, build him to get them. But then again, I would suggest building him anyway since he's a rare card with Nullify Blind, that's pretty good. On spell 1 at level 5, he gets a Nullify Blind to allies for 3 turns, and that's it, it doesn't grow or anything. Over on spell 2, he starts off with nothing, again. On level 5, he gains a tiny damage boost to caster for 1 turn, and like spell 1, this skill doesn't grow at all. His only buddy is Jamil with a modest HP boost. So let's talk about building Ace. First things first, to make him permanent, just clear the event story. In order to groovy him, you'll need to get him to power level 20 and vignette level 2. Grooving will cost 1 Luxwear. As for uncapping, he'll need 0 to 40 R Awakening perfumes. Each uncap costs 10 perfume. You can also purchase extra copies of him in the event shop. Either way of uncapping him is fine, it honestly just depends on how you like to play the game and how many R Awakening perfumes you have lying around. Now for spells. As the event rare, he'll need postcards to be built. For spell 1, he'll need 237 postcards and 79,400 thou marks. Spell 2 needs 336 and it costs the same amount. It will cost a total of 158,800 thou marks. Azul is an SR attack unit. His max HP is 7,665, so close, and his max attack is 5,338. His spell 1 is Water Shot, and his spell 2 is Fire Shot 2. For skills, he's got Power Boost and Fire Damage Boost, or I think it's just localized as Fire Boost, I honestly don't remember, but anyway, it's a boost for fire. On spell 1 at level 1, he has a minor Power Boost to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it's modest, and that's as far as it goes. Over on spell 2, he has nothing on level 1. At level 5, he gains a tiny fire damage boost to allies for 1 turn, and at level 10, it's minor. His buddies are Colleen with a minor HP boost, and Ville who gives him a modest power boost. Alright, so let's talk about building, starting with the basics. Azul's our event SR, so in order to make him permanent, you just need to clear the event story and earn 800 postcards. EN typically lowers the amounts needed to make these cards permanent, but that's how much we need to gather in JP, so just in case, it might be the same number for EN too. They do sometimes occasionally have it be the same amount, but hopefully it'll be lower. We'll have to see though. In order to groovy Azul, you'll need to get him to power level 30 and vignette level 2. Grooving doesn't use up any thou marks, but it will cost 3 Luxwear. As for uncapping, he'll need 0 to 40 SR Awakening perfumes. Each uncap costs 10 perfume, so the more copies of him you have, you'll be using 10 less perfume. Like Ace, you could just buy extra copies in the event shop. Again, it just depends on how you want to play the game. Now let's move on to spells. For spell 1, he'll need 408 postcards and 145,100 thou marks. Spell 2 needs 582, and it'll cost the same amount of 145,100 thou marks. It'll cost a total of 290,200 thou marks. Jamil is our SR defense unit, his max HP is 13,338, and his max attack is 3,435. His spell 1 is Aqua Wave, and his spell 2 is Void Shot 2. For skills, he's got Evasion. On spell 1 at level 1, he has a minor evasion to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it's modest, and that's where it maxes out. He has nothing on spell 2, unfortunately. His buddies are Ace with a modest HP boost, and Silver who gives him a minor power boost. Okay, so building. In order to groovy Jamil, you'll have to get him to power level 30 and vignette level 2. Grooving will cost 3 snake candy. As for uncapping, he'll need 0 to 40 SR Awakening perfumes. Each uncap costs 10 perfume, so the more copies you pull, you'll be using 10 less perfume. Unfortunately, there's no copies of him in the event shop, so doing the gacha a few times or using perfumes is your only way to uncap him. Now we got spells. Each spell individually needs 276 notepads, 253 textbooks, 31 grimoires, and 145,100 thou marks. Spell 1 needs these in blue items, and spell 2 needs them in gray items. It will cost a total of 290,200 thou marks. Vil is an SSR attack unit. His max HP is 9,945, and his max attack is 7,039. His spell 1 is Flame Blast, his spell 2 is Fire Shot 2, and later Flame Blast 2 after some building, and his spell 3 is Water Shot 2. For skills, he's got Damage Boost twice. On spell 1 at level 1, he has a minor Damage Boost to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it's for 3 turns, and at level 10, it maxes out at Modest for 3 turns. On spell 3, he starts off with a minor Damage Boost to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it's for 3 turns, and at level 10, it's Modest for 3 turns, so both of his skills scale the exact same way. Wait a second, they're like the exact same thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I just realized that. Yeah, it's the same exact skill on it's not even just, oh, they're both damage boosts. Like, no, it's the exact same thing. His duo magic partner is Azul, who gives him a minor HP and power boost. His other buddies are Jack with a minor power boost, and Floyd with a minor HP boost. Now let's talk about building Vil. To groovy him, you'll need to get him to power level 40 and vignette level 3. Grooving will cost 5 crown candy. As for uncapping, he'll need 0 to 12 SSR Awakening perfumes. Each uncap costs 3 perfumes, so the more copies you get, the less perfumes you'll be using. So, for spells, he only has 2 elements, so he's gonna need way more fire items than water. Individually, each spell will need 351 notepads, 253 textbooks, 111 grimoires, and 318,000 thou marks. Spell 3 needs those exact amounts in blue items, but if you plan to max out both spell 1 and 2, you're gonna need way more fire items. In total, you will need 702 red notepads, 506 red textbooks, and 222 red grimoires. In total, maxing out every spell is going to cost 954,000 thou marks. So luckily, we have some extremely solid alternative options for Vil. My suggestions are Halloween Costume Silver as the spell match option, Dorm Uniform Riddle as a mono fire option, Halloween Costume Malleus as the perfect SR budget option, like he's almost a perfect lower rarity dupe for Vil, and Masquerade Ruggy as our R budget option. Vil is now one of the 3 mono fire SSRs in the game. Like, you don't have to build them to be that, they just are right off the bat. So he's gonna be fantastic for Flora exams. While his skills aren't very rare or anything like super special, they're still gonna help him hit harder. If you need a little oomph in exams, Vil is definitely gonna be a great help. So like past events, we have furniture to build. These will need event paint, unfortunately. As per usual, I say farm for event paint first, and once you earn however many you personally need, then move on to other things. You can't farm the event paint once the event ends, but you can build the furniture after the event for a short period, so getting that paint is top priority. We have 9 furniture pieces. We have, and these names are loosely translated by myself, Boutique Stool, Boutique Partition, Lex Couture Vil, Boutique Clothing Rack, Boutique Counter, Boutique Fitting Room, Boutique Flooring, Boutique Wallpaper, and Boutique Showcase. So yeah, all super cute items. I have a lot of these in my guest room in JP. To make one of everything, you will need 390 event paint, 65 metal, 45 cloth, 140 elegant paint, 10 crystals, 21 stones, 4 paper, and 20 glass. And that's pretty much it. I really like this event. It really is just hanging out with Vil and his dad in Twisted LA, but it's just so much fun. And I hope you guys have fun with this event too. Thank you everyone for watching, and a very special thank you to my channel members and Twitch subs. Your support helps me to continue to make these videos. If you'd like early access to my videos, consider becoming a channel member. Patrons and Ko-fi members can get my scripts early before I record them. I livestream over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Thanks again guys, and I'll see y'all later.